Good morning. How is everybody doing today? I am getting out for my first walk with Miss Meg in a week. She's been getting regular walks with Daddy, but I have had a head cold, and finally feeling a little bit better. Thankfully, it was just in my head, not in my lungs or anything. So hooray! And Meg is happy. It's beautiful. It's overcast. We got pretty clouds this morning. Before getting out here, I put our garden plants out of the greenhouse, out in the sun, and trying to harden those off. We're not quite ready to transplant anything out into the ground yet. I think our nighttime temperatures have the potential to dip still. It is March 1st, but definitely time to start getting those things ready to be acclimated to the outdoors. Kind of seems like we've had a warmer February than normal, but Mother Nature can be tricky, so we'll take our time. I've got my morning hot tea in a to-go cup out here for the walk. Usually I have that in the morning before I leave the house, but today I thought, well, you slept a little later, just get your tea to go, right? And it really looks like our fig cutting that I'm trying to root in the grow room is actually going to take. I can't tell for sure on the apricot tree cutting, but it looks like it has potential. It hasn't molded, it's not shrinking. So we're just going to be patient on that. Pretty excited about the fig tree cutting for sure. Our apricot is loaded with buds that are starting to open, which is wonderful, except unfortunately that tree is infested with borers, so if it even manages to put on fruit that we can harvest, that'll be a miracle. Last year it kind of did a similar thing, and a lot of the fruit fell off. We got quite a bit. I was still able to make jam with it, but love that tree. So sad it got borers. What I really need to figure out is if there are any herbs I can plant around my trees that will help protect them from borers. Anything that repels them, right? Hey, good morning, Peanut Butter. How are you doing today? I like peanut butter. What's up? I noticed our menthol plant doesn't have any issues with spider mites, which is pretty interesting. I'm always trying to find ways to naturally protect my garden, and one of the most helpful things that a friend shared with me was, let's see, you're very good. Where am I taking my dog to? Or are we just going around like beer blocking? I'm not sure what that is, but so we live in the desert of southern Nevada, and she's excited for some reason. Is there another doggy over here? We live in the desert of southern Nevada, and we just get our dog out and walk her around, a neighborhood area. Just get out and walk. It's good for her and it's good for us. She's a rescue dog, so we've had her for 2 years, and she's really come a long ways. All right, I can't help you with the technical aspects, but that's no worry there. But she's a rescue dog, and she's got a great personality. When we first got her, she was more like a little pound puppy. She just laid on her pillow unless she had to use the bathroom or eat, right? And so for 3 months, that's all she did. And finally, we got her up to a healthy weight, and she started interacting. I was so surprised the first time I heard her bark, but now she's starting to be a lot like a normal dog. She even goes for car rides. She's still a little scared of the car, but yeah, she's come a long way. So we just get out and walk, and we enjoy nature. Stuff like that. Do some gardening, do some sewing, do some cooking. Haven't done any cooking videos in a while, but I'm due to do one making roasted carrot soup. One of my nephews likes soup, so I owe that to him. Awesome. I'm glad you like it. That's us. Meg is half Siberian Husky and half American Staffordshire Terrier. And it's not very often you have clouds like this, but it is very comfortable out here. Lightly overcast, a little screen from the sun, right? And I just got over a bad cold, and it's nice to be out walking again. My husband's been walking her for me. When you have dogs, they really do need to be exercised, especially Meg. We find that if she doesn't get a walk, she's pretty energetic at bedtime, like wants to play all night. So rarely does it ever happen that she doesn't get a walk. She gets walks. And it feels good now. The sun is starting to break through the clouds a little bit. Getting a little heat out here. I think it's a little over 60, maybe around 60. When you get on this black asphalt, that soaks up some heat and it feels warmer than, say, if you were standing out over here, maybe. When we lived in Alaska in the springtime, I used to be a runner, long distance runner, and I ran most of the year round. But in the springtime, I would wear dark blue, dark black, because during the middle of the day at lunch, the sun would come out, and even though it was still pretty cold outside, maybe 20 below, my clothes would absorb the heat from the sun and I would feel warmer because of it. Oh, I feel the sun now. Now it's coming out of those clouds, breaking through. So did anybody actually see the planets lining up? There's been a lot of talk this week about how all the planets were lining up. I went out there and I could see Venus, but I really couldn't see any of the other ones. Now, granted, I don't have a telescope or anything like that, right? I'm just curious to know if anybody else could actually see the planets last night. My husband was saying that it would be hard to see them because they would all show up at different times. So maybe they're lined up, but you just wouldn't be able to see them. So I guess I was a little naive thinking I'd be able to see some cool display, but I didn't. But we still have the sunshine today, and I'm thankful for that. So, Peanut Butter, what part of the world are you from? I am definitely looking forward to summertime. Actually, this and fall is the best time of the year. Spring lasts a little longer. Here, fall goes pretty fast. I mean, we don't have cold winters here, but you just get this, in the fall, you get this just lovely time of the year. 90 here is a great temperature because of our lack of humidity. And Miss Meg is going to do her business, so I'm going to get a bag out here. So you'll have to give me a moment here to clean this up. What a good girl. What a good girl. Okay, wait for mommy. All right, just a moment. I know you like to dig. Get our bag. Just a moment here. All right, let's go find a trash can, Meg. Let's go find a trash can and get rid of this. The park people really cleared this out. This used to have a little bit of undergrowth, and I'm guessing they're getting a lot more careful about that after what happened in California with all those fires, right? Cleaning up the brush and stuff. I mean, this area here, they pretty much just let go. Sometimes trees come up in here in this wash and they clear them out, and that makes sense to me because it's supposed to be a drain area, but I always enjoy it when trees grow. Where I come from in Alaska, there's a lot of trees. These trees are pretty cool though. These things actually flower in the summertime. Kind of thinking maybe May and June, right? I enjoy that. Yellow and pink flowers. It's a little lonely dove all by itself. I haven't seen the quail the last couple days. We have quail that come to our house. They live wild here. They're all over the place. What is it? But it's a beautiful day today. It's good to be back out walking. And I appreciate y'all joining in on the video this morning. And I look forward to catching up with you a little bit later. Thanks for watching. Have a blessed day.